What's up guys, it's Ben Smith here with a workout for you guys, Wolfpack TV, coming at you. Today is a leg session, and if you watch any of my videos before on my channel, which is Ben Smith Fitness, you'll see exactly why I focus a lot of my time on warming up my posterior chain before hitting some squats. So as you can see, today's leg day, I'm just doing some good mornings there just to hit that and activate the posterior chain. That's your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back, get them all working in sync. And then with the bar, just doing some pause squats. Again, this is just to open up the hips, get the activation in the muscles, make sure the glutes are firing, and really just make sure you're prepared and your body's prepared in the range of motion for the weight that you are going to challenge it with. Today we are going heavy, so we progressively warmed up to our working sets, then we hit 5 working sets of 3 reps, gradually increasing the weight. Anybody that goes straight in and squats at 60, 70, 80 kilos, I would advise going in on the bar and making sure you're fully warm. So here we started on the bar, then moved up to just 40k, again hitting some pause squats nice and light, making sure that my hips and groin was nice and sort of opened up, ready for when we started adding some load. This is 50k, so just adding 2 5 plates on either side, again hitting a few pause squats, keeping the reps reasonably low. I'm not trying to fatigue or pre-exhaust the muscles here, I'm literally just warming up, getting the motor neurons firing, get the blood into the muscles. So I think that's hitting about 5 or 6 reps, making sure I'm really squeezing them glutes at the top. Then we went up to 60k, this was my last warm-up set. Again, just a few pause squats, not holding too long at the bottom. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to fatigue or pre-exhaust the muscle. Warm-up is so important, guys, when you're doing squats, especially. It's such a compound movement, it's such a multi-joint exercise. So our first working step was at 90 kilograms, then we moved up to 100 kilograms. There's no real way to decide the weight, so it's going probably on an average of 70% and marking up by 10%. Obviously, not forgetting my intra-workout sugars. Jelly Tots was the chosen sugars today. Keep my intra-workouts at about 222 calories on average, just over 200 calories, and about 50 grams of carbohydrates. So they fit the bar nicely. Then I jumped up to 120 kilograms for 3 reps. This was a previous best. I have recently changed my squatting technique to sit back more into the squat. So then moving up to 130 kilograms, obviously with a spot. The first set felt reasonably comfortable, got nice and low, nice and parallel. The second set here, I got my first 2 nice and comfortably. In fact, the first one was probably a little bit more explosive than on my first set. The second one, a little bit sketchy, and as you can see on the third one, I did require a helping hand, but I got it. Then we moved into a burn set, so this is a 20 plus rep set, ideally, with 50% or sort of 50% of what your max lift was, around that, for the day. That's kind of my general rule. If I'm hitting strength, I'll still add a volume set on the end of the strength sets at about 50% of what my max lift was during them sets. So obviously 130, should have probably gone maybe 62.5, but just stuck with the 60 kilograms here for 20 plus reps. I started off trying to keep as much tension on the muscle as possible, so you can see that at the beginning I wasn't fully extending. I was keeping my knees slightly soft, but here just to rest I had to fully extend, but you do not rack the bar, general rule. Then we moved on to leg press. I believe we've done 5 sets of leg press again. I think 5 sets of 15, or it might be in 4 sets of 15. I'm only showing you one because it gets a bit monotonous watching the same thing over and over again. I focused a lot on the squat, mainly because that's a big compound exercise, and that's one that I feel you guys should do properly. Whereas the leg press, obviously you're in a fixed position and there's not much that can go wrong. I think my only bit of advice would be to watch the knees so that they don't go too far over your toes, especially if you're a beginner lifter. Then we moved on to probably one of my favourite hamstring, bar the stiff leg deads, which is lying down hamstring curls, kind of like an easy barbell curl for your biceps, but for your hamstrings. And I suppose your hamstrings are kind of the bicep of your leg, and I do really feel this one. Okay, lunges, single leg dumbbell lunges, or alternate lunges. Can't go wrong with lunges. I love them. They're another multi-joint compound exercise, very good for the quads. I love doing them variations with barbells, overhead lunges, walking lunges, dumbbell lunges, reverse lunges. So many you can do, but definitely advise adding them into your workout routine, especially if you're trying to target that VMO and them glutes. Making sure though, guys, when you do the lunge, I've seen a lot of people bring their chest right down to their knee and almost push off of their knee. You want to avoid doing that. You want to keep your chest nice and high, keep that core engaged, make sure you're still activating your glutes and posterior when you're doing a lunge. Steve Cook, if you're watching, mate, this one's for you. Last set, best set. Big shout out to Steve Cook there. Guys, if you haven't heard of Steve Cook, check him out. He's on YouTube. Pretty awesome guy. Not met him, obviously, in person, but I do watch a lot of his YouTube videos. So he's a good one to check out if you're looking for a little bit of pre-gym motivation. So thanks for watching, guys. We've been Wolfpack Fitness TV. Don't forget to check us out, www.wolfpackfitness.co.uk. Some cushy products on there. Don't forget to follow some of our athletes on Twitter, Facebook, and follow obviously Wolfpack Fitness on Twitter for some decent deals. We've got some discount codes as well, so make sure you check out some of our ambassadors. Take it easy, guys, and we will see you next time.